I'm Deborah Sedillo Dugan, and welcome to another City Update. Summer is just around the corner, and city pools are getting ready to open Memorial Day weekend. Registration for summer classes is also officially started, so get your sunscreen out and get ready to soak up the sunshine. Joining us today is Becky Hulett. She's the Aquatic Supervisor to talk about summer classes and swim programs. What a fun job. So Becky, welcome to the show, and tell us a little bit about your background and how you started with the city.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for having me here. I started as a lifeguard when I was in college and really enjoyed teaching kids how to swim and being that lifeguard, and I continued staying there, being an assistant manager and pool manager, running a pool throughout my college career and as I started my career as a teacher. And then when I decided to have kids, I just decided to stay with the pools. It was a lot of fun, and I felt like I could make an impact on our community.
You had kind of a dual career going on as a teacher for elementary school students, but in the summer you still were around kids, helping them and teaching them how to swim.
Absolutely.
So what is your role as Aquatic Supervisor for the City of Phoenix?
Currently, I supervise the staff that oversee all the swimming pools. We have 29 swimming pools in Phoenix, and we hire about 500 people to operate those pools in the summertime. So my job is to hire that staff, train that staff, get them ready to open the pools so we have safe facilities for our communities to enjoy.
Well, let's talk about the actual many programs the City of Phoenix has to offer for both parents and kids. I mean, because there's swim programs and also just the pleasure of swimming. Talk a little bit about that.
We offer swimming lessons for kids and adults. We offer free water safety programs for kids of all ages as well. Our swimming lesson programs are offered at every single pool that we have. We have classes that start at $3. They're very affordable. The majority of the classes are $15, and that's for 2 weeks. You get 8 classes, 35-minute classes for 2 weeks. And then we also have some semi-private lessons at a select few pools. Those are held on the weekends, and those are $40. You still get those 8 classes, though, for 35 minutes.
That's a pretty good deal. So the city has so much to offer as far as the pools, you know, to go out and swim, but the swim lessons. And let's talk about the importance of knowing how to swim and the role of the lifeguard. Can you touch upon that?
Absolutely. You know, if kids don't learn to swim by third grade, they probably won't. Research tells us that. So it's really important to get kids into those swimming lessons early. And a lot of times when parents don't know how to swim, they don't have their kids learn how to swim. And so we do have classes that for those adults that they can learn how to swim and get their kids in the program as well. You know, it is a life skill, something that they can take on and keep them safe throughout their lifetime.
It's a life skill, like you said, that everybody should know how, whether if you have a pool or don't have a pool, any kind of body of water. And that's the whole, and I know you work very closely with fire on prevention too for drowning. You said something a little earlier too that I think you coined, which if you could share the importance of if you don't know how to swim, what you should be doing.
You should if you're a non-swimmer, don't know how to swim, you have kids who don't know how to swim, you should be in a properly fitted life jacket. There's not a documented case of a child drowning in a life jacket that's properly fitted. So whether you're in open water, which has always been the messaging that at a lake, in a river, open water, you need to have a life jacket on the ocean. But it holds true with any body of water, a backyard pool, a pool party, a public pool. If your child does not know how to swim, put them in a properly fitted Coast Guard approved life jacket so that they will be floated, they can learn how to swim, and eventually you can take that life jacket off once you are confident in the water.
You said something earlier too about the life jacket is actually basically the car seat of the pool of the water. So what you do is so important. You're managing all these pools, all these lifeguards, coordinators, you know, making sure people are registered appropriately and people are getting their classes. Let's talk about the training that really goes into, because somebody might say, oh, lifeguard, they have it easy, they get a tan all day and you hang out by the pool. Probably not so much.
It is not what it typically sounds like. It is a great job. You learn a lot of life skills to take on into your careers as these teenagers grow up and move on. But the job of a lifeguard is really life safety. We have kids in the water, parents entrust their kids at our city pools, and those lifeguards are expected to make sure that those kids leave at the end of the day. Each summer we have on average 250 rescues at our 29 pools within 8 weeks. Our lifeguards have to spot those kids that need help so that they don't become another statistic. And it's not as easy as it may seem to think. It is very difficult to see the bottom of a pool. Although it's clear and sparkly, it looks so inviting. You put somebody at the bottom of the pool and they look like a smudge. They don't look like a person. So once you have a lot of different things that the lifeguards can be distracted by, or that will take their attention away. So their job is really important. We need to make sure that they know what a drowning victim looks like and to prevent that from happening in our facilities.
CPI certified, lifeguarded training, go through all that, because the pools aren't open year round. So when they're not open, I'm suspecting that's the kind of training that's going on.
Absolutely. We do a lot of our training once the pool's closed to get ready for the next year. Like I said, we have 500 employees, so we have to train a lot of people in order to hire that number. So we are doing our training classes in that off season.
So the city has 29 pools?
Yes.
Okay, 29 pools, and most recently we had the Cortez pool just totally renovated. Talk a little bit about that.
In 2009, it was one of those rotating closures as part of the budget savings. And when we went to do some infrastructure repairs, that pool actually sank and broke. So we did not have the funding to fix that pool. We were able, through 3PI funding, to secure money to renovate that pool and start over. So we will be opening a brand new pool facility this summer.
And that's really exciting. I'm sure a lot of kids and families are going to be attracted to that pool. Everything's
They can't
all
wait.
new. They're all new. And I want to point out too, when you talked about summer classes, we're talking from 6 months old to maybe grandma and grandpa that still don't know how to swim, correct?
Correct. We get the babies in there at 6 months old. You get in with your kids, with those babies, moms or dads and babies get in there and get them acclimated to the water, blow bubbles, and you'll be amazed at what those 6-month-olds can do. And we teach kids as young as 6 months all the way up to the adults who are afraid of water, who may have had an experience as a child or had an incident when they were younger and they're afraid of the water. So we're trying to teach adults as well.
Yeah, I remember doing the water baby bubbles or something like that for my children when they were just about 6 months old as well, as soon as I could get them in the water. So is there anything else that they may have missed that you'd like to point out too about the wonderful pools that we have to offer here for the city, or the swim programs?
We have a program, it's the Cigna Summer Program.
That's right.
And Cigna Healthcare has been a partner with us for over 25 years. And they fund this program to allow us to provide water safety to kids as young as babies all the way through adults. We have the itty bitty beach parties at select locations this summer. We've got 4 of them coming up. And then at every pool we offer 3 different programs. It's the Cub Club, and that's for kids 7 to 9 years old. We offer
You can see some of these babies
Discovery
right there.
Guards.
Yes,
Yep.
that's part of that little baby program, absolutely.
We have the Discovery Guards that are for ages 10 to 12 years old, and then we have the Junior Lifeguard Program for 13 to 15, and we started a new program. It's the Lifeguard Academy, and that started a couple years ago, and that's for the 15 and older who want to become lifeguards, and we actually certify them in the lifeguard training, the CPR, the AED, the first aid. And then we also have, Cigna also sponsors discounted water aerobics for senior citizens.
Wow, well, this video that we just saw had a mixed bag of a little bit of the little guys, the not so little guys, and some seniors just doing laps at the swimming pools too for just exercise. It's
Yes.
all part of the Fit Phoenix program too, initiative. Becky, thank you so much for being with us today, and have a great summer by the pool.
Thank you.
I know you'll be working, but
Yes, we will.
Thanks again. Now, Phoenix Pools and Parks and Recreation Department, if you want some more information, you call them. You can visit them also at phoenix.gov/parks/pools, or you can call 602-534-6587. For City Update, I'm Deborah Sedillo Dugan.